Hey guys, today I wanted to do a storytelling video for you. Another one. This was requested on, I just spit. This was requested on Periscope, and I said, I'm doing all these Halloween tutorials. What else do you guys want to see? And they said, please tell us another story. So today I'm going to tell you the story all about how I got electrocuted while pantsless. I used to work at a wildlife rehab. I was a wildlife rehabber for about 3 years, and what that is you work at a wildlife rehab facility. When an animal gets injured or orphaned, they bring them in, you get them back healthy, and then when they're ready to be released, you release them out into the wild. And so I had been working there for a few months at this point, and I had not done a release yet, and I was like, gosh, I really want to do a release. How amazing and rewarding to release these animals that you had taken the time out of your day to rehab. So one day the opportunity came along to release 3 barn owls, and I got so excited because I had rehabbed them, we had gotten them healthy, they were babies, and they had started flying. We had them in a large flight outside so they could fly around. We knew that they were ready to go. They were eating on their own, and so at that point I said, can I do it? And they were like, absolutely, take them. This is the perfect area. Go release them and it'll be great. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go release some owls. This is gonna be majestic. It's gonna be great. I got them all loaded up into their carriers and I got them to the location, which took me about an hour to find because I could not decide on a place I wanted to release them. I wanted to release them somewhere beautiful and wonderful and where they could fly up into a tree and it would be wonderful and amazing. So I found somewhere and when I was driving around for about an hour, it was getting dark outside and it was also starting to rain. And I was like, well, shit. I'm gonna release these owls who are brand new to the world, who have just gotten over, you know, being orphaned, and now I'm gonna release them in the rain. And so I called my boss. She said, just release them anyway. They should be fine. They're birds. They'll be fine. I opened up the carriers and I was like, be free! And nothing happened. And I was like, well, shit. So I look in there, and barn owls do this thing where they back up into the cage and they hiss, and they do this thing with their head where they... Barn owls do this, so they were all in the back of their cage hissing at me and screaming and bobbing their little heads, and so I was like, well, shit, how am I gonna get them out? So I opened it and I ran away, and I thought, great, this will be perfect. They'll notice I'm gone and they'll leave. One of them hops out and starts taking flight and then flops down into the field, into about 4-foot high grass. And I was like, well, fuck. I waited there for him 15 minutes. I was like, this stupid little idiot's not gonna do it. So I thought, screw this. I'm gonna pull the owls out with my hands because I had leather gloves. And I thought, I'll pull them out and I will let them be free. I will be free, owl. And so I had him in my hand and I go, be free. And he flies about 5 feet and he flops down into the grass. Now I have 2 owls down in the grass, about 10 feet away from me probably each, flopped down into wet 4 or 5 feet tall grass. I was like, motherfucker, are you kidding me with this? One of them happened to be on the other side of a barbed wire fence, mind you. Thought this was a great location. The third owl, I opened the carrier and I was like, be fucking free, bitch. He beed free. He flew away and I was like, okay, I know this can happen. Why isn't it happening? So I was standing on the edge of this, so here's the fence, and then for about 20 acres was probably this field, and then all surrounding this field was trees, perfect for owls to live in. I can't, in good conscience, leave these owls here flop down in the grass because they're so stupid. They won't be able to fly on their own. They're just gonna die. They're just gonna sit there and get soaked up in water. Got my leather gloves on and I was like, okay, I'm going to make sure that I go pick up the owl and make sure it flies away. So I decide to walk into the field of 5 feet tall wet grass to go get the first owl. As I do that, I didn't realize, because the grass was 5 feet tall, that there was a big ditch there. So for one, I'm walking and I fall flat into the ditch. This ditch was probably 3 feet deep and full of water. So I'm soaked all the way up to my belly button by this point. I'm standing in a ditch. I had completely fallen in and I was like, motherfucker! I was like, are you kidding me with this? I climb, I'm gonna try to get myself out of this ditch, but it's so deep, like, and it's muddy, I can't get my footing, and I'm just like, it's just like flopping around in this ditch, and so I see a fence up there, so I grab onto the fence, It was a fucking electric fence. So I'm sitting in water, holding onto an electric fence, being fucking electrocuted. I let go, I pull myself up, and I'm on the other side of this ditch, and I'm like, oh. So I just fell into a pond, and I fucking got electrocuted. Okay, moving on. So I trudge through this 5 feet tall grass, I pick up this owl, and I'm trying to like, if you hold an owl by its feet and you do like this and kind of drop them slowly, their instinct is to flap their wings, and a lot of times they'll fly off. He wouldn't fucking fly. I'm holding him, I'm like doing this little thing with him, and finally I just toss him up in the air, and he flies off, and I'm like, one more to go, one more to go. I'm on this field over here, and across this barbed wire fence is the other owl over here that had flopped into the grass on this side of the barbed wire fence, and I was like, I will not make a mistake twice. I went to go cross the barbed wire fence. You would think I'm gonna tell you I got stuck in that barbed wire fence. I did not. Went over to the other owl, spooked it. By the way, we're looking at, I've already been here in this field for probably an hour and a half. Like, I'm fucking soaking wet. It's freezing cold. I'm like furious, and the stupid owl won't fly away. So I run up to it, rah! And he flies off, and I'm like, fuck yeah. I got 3 of these little bitches to fly. Not quite the majestic thing that I thought it was gonna be, but they're gone. So I was like, great day. I'm gonna go back to my car. I go to jump the ditch, fall in the ditch again, and grab onto the electric fence again. Again. 2 times in the matter of a half an hour. I electrocuted myself on a fence, and I got soaking wet from the bottom down. I mean, I'm talking fully drenched. It's like you are in a cold bathtub of water. I was like, I literally audibly screamed, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, are you kidding me with this? I'm trying to do a good thing, and I'm like literally being ruined right now. I get up and I was like, fuck this. I have an hour drive home from the wildlife rehab to my house, so I took my pants off. I was like, this is dumb. It was basically nighttime by this point. Took my pants off and drove home pantsless. I called my husband on the way home. I'm like, babe, you are not gonna believe this story I'm telling you. Electrocution, water, owls flying all over and flopping down in grass. What the hell, man? I'm on the phone with my husband driving. There's a cop fucking behind me, pulling me over. Because turns out that was the day that no cell phones during driving was put into effect. So I get pulled over. Mind you, I'm not wearing pants. And the cop walks up to my car because it's at night, and he's got a flashlight, and he flashes it in the car. He's like, ma'am, you are not allowed to be on your phone while driving. Can you explain yourself? And I was like, well, I was calling my husband because I fell in a ditch and I electrocuted myself, and I'm not wearing pants because I was in a field with a bunch of owls, and I was trying to throw them because they were not flying, and I was trying to fly them, and he was like, ma'am, stop. I'm not gonna give you a ticket, and I don't really need to know why you're not wearing pants. But I just want to warn you that it is illegal to be on your cell phone. Have a good night. I was like, fuck my life. That is the story of how I got electrocuted while wearing no pants and releasing owls story. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was one of the weirder experiences of my life. I was like, are you even kidding me with this right now? I hope you guys like this story. Keep in tune. That's not words. Subscribe to my YouTube channel because some Halloween videos are coming out soon, and you guys aren't gonna wanna miss these. I've got some really scary ones coming out, and I hope you guys really love them as much as I loved filming them for you. Also, check out my last videos. I put up a 30 Days of Night Halloween tutorial and a Guy Fieri from Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives tutorial. I hope you guys love them as much as I do. Honestly, I like died while filming both of them. One was really scary, and one was so funny that it took me hours to film just because I was laughing so hard. I hope you guys love them. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Periscope. You know the whole drill. RawBeautyKristi on all of them. I thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe for more Halloween stuff and more storytelling videos and lots of stuff coming. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I will see you at my next video. Bye.